What is happening, you guys? I'm Ben Palajak. Welcome back for some more Prizepicks content. Today is Flex Friday, and we've got a nice Sunday slate coming up with some really good games that aren't on prime time for some reason. We've got Niners Chiefs not on prime time. We've got Jordan Love taking on CJ Stroud not on prime time, and then we've got the Lions and the Minnesota Vikings in a great matchup. With the NFC North has just got juggernauts right now. And that's not on prime time either. So we've got a lot of morning slate games. Hopefully we can make our money early, and let's jump right into this right now. We are going to start with that Niners Chiefs game, and there are a lot of matchups in this game which I like. But first off, we're going to be targeting Patrick Mahomes. Now let's go over here. We are going for his rush attempts today. He's only at 4.5 rush attempts. I expect this to be bumped up to 5, maybe even 5.5 by tomorrow. But in these close matchups, and especially recently, he's been rushing a lot. He's got 6, 5, and 6 rush attempts, which would all hit in the last 3 games. And honestly, the Chiefs' offense is really depleted, so I expect them to be playing from behind as they have against the Niners multiple times recently in the Super Bowl, especially. And Mahomes finds a way to get it done. He comes back, and usually he has to end up using his legs to do that. So I really like this line here at only 4.5. We took Bo Nix last night at 5.5, and he destroyed that line in like the first quarter. So completely different game, but I really like the game script for that. But then we're gonna go over to Juju, whose line I think is gonna keep going up. He practiced today. He had a hammy injury yesterday, which I think kept his line a little bit lower. But God, I mean, the Niners cornerbacks have not been that impressive this year. Really, against any team, they're letting up a lot of passing yards. They're letting up a lot of big plays. And Mahomes really trusts Juju. He just came on the scene, just got off the couch, came on yesterday and got fucking 130 yards last week. So he's only at 40.5 receiving yards, and if Mahomes is playing from behind, he's probably going to end up targeting Kelsey, and he's probably going to end up targeting Juju quite a bit, since Xavier Worthy really is just that gadget guy, and behind them, they've got Justin Watson and not a lot of other trustworthy options. I would go Noah Gray here too. Let's go check out Noah Gray's lines. 10.5 longest reception, I like that, and 13.5 receiving yards, I like that too. Let's see what he's hit this. You know what? Let's add this to the slip, baby. We like it. A lot of Chiefs, but you know what? When they're against the Niners, we've seen it the last 3 matchups. These are just really great games, and I love targeting that. And then we are gonna go over. Let's see here. There was a combo line I really like. Let's look for that right now. It's a receiving and rush yards combo line. And no, it wasn't. There we go. Receiving yards line. 105.5 receiving yards combo for T. Higgins and David Njoku. So the reason I really like this is T. Higgins has been out targeting Jamar Chase the past 3 weeks. That's just consistent every week. T. Higgins is just that, I wouldn't say the number 1 option just because of how much Jamar is trusted by Joe and his big playability, but T. Higgins has just such sure hands. He's such a big target. He's got like 5 inches on Jamar, so he's just a great guy to target right now, especially in this divisional matchup, which are always like, these games get funky and can come down to the wire, and especially with how bad the Bengals defense has been going. I mean, I could see the Browns and Stefanski cooking up some stuff for the Browns offense and it being closer than people would imagine it would be in recent years. But I'm going to go here with David Njoku and T. Higgins together, because David Njoku just lost his best blow with Amari Cooper, who is going over to the Buffalo Bills. And the Buffalo Bills are very happy to have Amari Cooper because he is just always open, and Josh Allen's been reaching for that number 1 target. He needs that, but David Njoku now is that number 1 target here. And just as I was saying, the Bengals defense has been extremely disappointing this year. It's the reason they're 2 2-4 now, or 2-3. So I love him to break a big catch here. Probably be the most involved out of all the pass catchers in Cleveland. And with these divisional matchups, these quarterbacks really go to their best playmakers, and that's who Njoku is. We've all seen that. Let's see here. Next up, we are going over to Zay Flowers. We're targeting this Tampa Bay secondary because Tampa also has a nice run defense, and we know that is the bread and butter of the Ravens. This is a really fun matchup as well on Sunday, which I didn't mention, because it is on prime time. But it's just lagging. We're going with Zay Flowers over 13.5 fantasy score. So the reason I'm taking that is he hasn't been that consistent with it, because the games he hasn't hit this, it has just been a blowout on the side of Baltimore, where they have just been able to run it down the throat of the other team. And Tampa's run defense is really stout with Vita Vea and them thick boys in the middle. So, and their secondary has just been giving up chunk play after chunk play, and Zay Flowers is always open. He's super shifty, great with run after the catch. And he's just a target hog. Like he's got 11 targets, 9 targets, 12 targets, all of that recently. So, and when he gets targeted a lot, he's really grown as a receiver. He's catching the ball. So I could take his touchdown here too, but I'm going with his 13.5 fantasy score just because it's PPR, and so points per reception. So they're gonna count every catch he gets with 1 point here. So 13.5 just feels low. If he could end up getting 8 catches, there's no chance he doesn't hit that line. So, I mean, his targets line is at 8.5. So I like that too, if you guys want to go with that. So what are we at now? We're at 5. Let's add one more. Let's give you guys 6 plays, and you can mix and match these however you like. We are going over to Justin Jefferson, and we are taking his over on the rushing receiving touchdown, because he is playing a secondary that is just really not good with the Detroit Lions. I mean, Terrion Arnold has a lot of growth to do, and Carlton Davis gets cooked. He always has his whole career, so I don't know why everyone's kind of glazing, but Justin Jefferson, I 100% see him getting a touchdown this week. And this is Flex Friday. It's a protected play. I'm putting $20 on it. And if it doesn't hit, we get our money back. But I really like all of these lines. I really like these matchups. Just to recap, we're going Justin Jefferson touchdown to cap it off. Cherry on top. Zay Flowers fantasy score against the Tampa Bay secondary. And then we got T. Higgins and David Njoku combo line. And then we got the Noah Gray receiving yards, which we just kind of threw in there, but I really like that. And then Juju over receiving yards, and Patrick Mahomes 4.5 rushing attempts. So if you guys like what you see, thank you so much for tuning in. Thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe. Feel free to head down to the comments section and check out our Discord server. I'm gonna leave a link down there. It's completely free to join, and we've got great people joining, sending in parlays that are smacking, people sending in demons, and sharing all their information with matchups and MLB, NHL, basketball's coming up soon. So it's a great time. So thank you guys very much for watching, and peace out.